Welcome back to Intables, everyone. So I'm going to go with you guys on the market. I'm going to go over exactly my game plan on what I plan on doing here on the SPY. Again, we do have Fed minutes going to tomorrow. We could continue on down, or we could continue on up on a symmetric triangle, or we do continue on down here on a bear flag. I'm going to go over exactly which levels I'm looking to see if we can break above to get these calls and get an intraday perspective break here, or if we do continue on down, what exact levels I would be shorting the market. I'm going to go over this every single day with you guys. And all I ask in return is you smash that like button. And if you are interested in intraday perspective breakouts, go to Intables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout like today again. So let's jump into this one. So I'm going to go right after you guys on SPY here on the 4-hour chart. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I plan on playing to SPY. And again, we do have Fed minutes going into tomorrow, so that is definitely going to be on the watch. We could have a major squeeze to the downside or a possible squeeze to the upside because the market has been holding up pretty strong. But again, that strength could turn to the downside if we do have negative outlooks on this Fed minutes notes. So again, that will be on the watch tomorrow. Now, again, before I get started, if you happen to be interested in intraday perspective breakouts, I mention pre-market news before market open every single day. Any breakout worth looking at throughout the day, go to Instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout like today again. Now, jumping into the 4-hour with you guys here, again, we did have this major pullback leading into Powell a couple weeks ago, and as you guys can see, we have been consolidating since then. A possible intraday double top that we did form here, or again, our possible bear flag that we have been mentioning as a possible continuation on down. So again, we do have Fed minutes going to tomorrow, and I do believe that is predicated on exactly where we do head. Again, if we do not have negative outlooks on this Fed minutes, or we don't have anything adding to the negative outlook that we have been having on the market, then we could have a continuation up. I'm going to show you guys exactly which levels, but again, we do have our possible bear flag that could be continuing on down here, or again, we could just have an intraday double top that could be creating a symmetric triangle here. I'm going to show you guys what we're looking at here. Again, we did have a strong move up, as again, Russia did mention that they were removing troops, but again, Biden did come in at the end of the day mentioning that we will have strong force towards Russia, and he doesn't seem to be completely convinced that Russia is not going to attack Ukraine. So again, we are dealing with those two things, and we do have Fed minutes going tomorrow. As you guys can see, we do have a possible symmetric triangle that is playing out here. We could possibly break above it, and again, this is on the 4-hour chart, so that is what we would be looking for. But again, if we do not break above this triangle, then in my opinion, we could continue on down. We do have a 47.50 level that we do want to break above. As you guys can see, we do have a lot of consolidation here, and we're not going to draw our trend line here at 449. Again, we are going to consider 450, but 447.50 is very key. As you guys can see, we do have a lot of consolidation back here exactly at 47.50. I do want to see if we can break above this, and this also is where we got rejected to the downside and had that strong move to the upside. But again, we did have the major pullback as a lot of fear into Russia did come in. So we are looking to see if we can bounce back from that fear of Russia and possibly bounce back over 47.50. What I do want to see is something along the lines of a possible break over 47.50, maybe even a retest, and then a continuation that would be very healthy for a major move up. And I would be playing intraday calls into this. You guys can play intraday calls early if you want to, but in my opinion, looking at exactly what happens with Fed minutes will be very key on exactly what people do breaking over 47.50 here on the SPY. Again, we do not want to buy early. We want to make sure we are continuing if we do have a major move to the upside, because nothing negative came of Fed minutes. Then in my opinion, we will be looking to see if we can retest, get that strength, and possibly retest the median here, and then possibly break out from there for that strong move. And again, if we do break over the symmetric triangle, we will be looking for that increase in buy pressure. As you guys can see on the 4-hour chart, we do have a lot of buy pressure. We do have a lot of sell pressure as well. We do have our AME lines below our MACD showing us that we still could continue on down. So we are going to take that in consideration. Now, I'm going to jump into the 5-minute chart so you guys can see exactly what happened in the last few days. As you guys can see, again, we did have that major spike today. We did have that major pullback. We did have this continuation on down as well, as Zelensky did mention yesterday that Ukraine might be getting attacked on Wednesday, but mentioned that that was sarcasm, and the market did continue on up from then. The market holding up pretty strong here, showing us that we still could continue on up on the Bollinger Bands. As you guys can see, we are getting very tight here within our Bollinger Bands, setting us up for a squeeze on that major move up that we do have a possible either neutral or positive outlook within these Fed minutes, or we do have a possible squeeze to the downside. Again, you don't want to get faked out here. You want to make sure it does break over 47.50, and this does decompress. This opens up just like we did see yesterday. Going into today, we see this compression, and then we did release from that compression. We did spike up, and as you guys can see, we are looking to see if we can continue. Now, going to the 4-hour chart with these Bollinger Bands, I wanted to show you guys what we're looking out for here. As you guys can see, we are getting tighter with our Bollinger Bands here, showing us that we could, again, get either that rejection here at 47.50 and have that continuation on down, which could be a major bearish move. That is what we're worried about here. We could have a major bearish move if we do get rejected at 47.50, or just do continue on down going into tomorrow and we get negative outlooks again on those Fed minutes, then we could have a major move to the downside. So again, we have either a possible continuation looking for a retest and a continuation on up, going into 5 minutes, or we do have a major move on the way down. I do have some contracts on puts here. Again, not going all in on puts in any situation, but definitely I have some puts here just to see if we do continue on down. And if we don't, then I'm definitely happy because then we get to continue on up in the market. So I'm definitely looking for that bullish momentum either way. Now, one thing I really wanted to point out here is, again, we do have a lot of strength in the market. We did hold up pretty strong, but again, we could have that strength to the downside and possibly completing this bear flag that we have here. So again, we are going to be careful, making sure we do get positive outlooks within that Fed meeting, or possibly a neutral Fed meeting that would possibly give enough strength to the market. Again, the market is pretty strong, but again, that strength could be that strong move to the downside, grabbing our pole here and putting it over to the right here, showing us that 415 level as our key point that we will be looking for a bounce from. So if we do continue on down, we will be looking to see if we can again hold that level that we did have that continuation on down from with Zelensky, and also our previous consolidation with Powell. So if we do continue on down below 435, then in my opinion, we will have that continuation down, getting that test here at 415, looking for a possible invert head and shoulders, just like we did previously. Again, we do want to make sure we can hold over 47.50 here on the SPY. That is exactly what I'll be looking for. And again, making sure we do get that retest here on this symmetric triangle is exactly what we're looking for to get that strong and healthy move up here on the SPY. Now, again, with that said, if you are interested in intraday perspective breakouts, go to instabulls.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout like that. Again, all of you instabulls that have been coming over and supporting the channel, I appreciate every one of you guys. Much love to every one of you guys. If you guys do like this video, it does help with refining it. It does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.